The museums at Lisle are a special place in my hometown. Here, the historic origins of Lisle, Illinois can be found. As a child, I remember growing up and going to the museums for a variety of events and many field trips throughout my years in school. Every year, the museums at Lisle host picnics after the Memorial Day and 4th of July parades. People from the village of Lisle gather in front of the Lisle Depot Museum for hot dogs, ice cream, and pop. Also, in September, there is Lisle Depot Days on the property. During this event, all of the houses and museums are open to the public and actors are dressed up in the traditional clothing of the early settlers. Lisle used to be an agricultural community that was centered around the Lisle train station, which is a stop on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe train line. The settlers arrived in Lisle in 1812. The buildings at the museums at Lisle have been moved from their original location in order to better preserve their history. First of all, the most prominent building on the site is the Lisle Depot Museum, which was the train station for 104 years. Inside, visitors can pretend that they are waiting for the train to arrive, sit behind the desk of the ticket booth, and even explore the living quarters of the station master. Another major building on the site is the Netzle farmhouse. This structure was built by Jacob Netzle in the late 1850s after a fire destroyed his family's original home. Several generations of Netzles lived in this home before George Yender, a farmer, purchased it in 1910. Next, the Beaubien Tavern resides on the property. This structure was built by William Sweet before Mark Beaubien purchased it and utilized it as a tavern in 1840. The blacksmith shop was actually a barn that once stood in Wisconsin but was brought here to replicate what a blacksmith shop would look like then. Today, when the museum is open, actors use chisels and hammers to sculpt traditional tools, decorations, and other metal works. The Lisle Park District even offers classes to members of the community. Last but not least is the CB&Q Waycar number 14584. This was a caboose that was built in 1881 and served as an employee lounge space for the various workers that traveled many nights and days on the train. Inside there are beds, a restroom, and a stove. Overall, the museums at Lisle are a wonderful way to preserve the history and culture of my hometown, Lisle, Illinois.